Using the auto mode is really the easiest thing you can do with this camera. Just make sure your mode dial is set to IA. This stands for Intelligent Auto. And basically what that does is completely automate the entire camera. I have very, very little control. If I press the quick menu joystick down for about a second, you can see that hardly anything is available to me. I can change the LCD brightness and the resolution, as well as the autofocus tracking if I want to lock my focus on something and then reposition the camera. But this may not be enough in order to capture an image with the right color. So what I would recommend doing is, instead of using the auto mode, use the program mode. The program mode is very similar to the auto mode in that the camera will choose the best shutter speed and aperture for you, so you really don't have to think very much about that. You can just press the shutter button halfway, focus, recompose, and shoot. But what it does that the auto mode does not do is allow you to set things like ISO and white balance. Now, the auto ISO in this camera is really not that bad, and if you like an automated camera, you can probably go ahead and just use auto ISO. So let's go ahead and set that. Go to the quick menu, just press this for a second. Then you can move over to the Intelligent ISO and turn this on. I think the Intelligent ISO probably does a little bit better job guessing what the ISO should be set to as opposed to the regular auto ISO. So I normally just turn on the Intelligent ISO, and that automatically sets the ISO here to automatic. Now, most importantly is the white balance. This is something that I would not recommend leaving on auto, because indoors you're going to get a very yellowish hue in your pictures, because usually people have tungsten lighting indoors, and the auto white balance works very well outdoors maybe, but not so well with tungsten lights. So set this to daylight. If you're outside and it's a cloudy day, set it to cloudy or shade. This will warm up the tones in the image. And if you're indoors, set that to halogen. So if you're indoors, halogen is really best. If you're outdoors, one of these three settings should be fine. And if you're using the flash, there's even a flash white balance option for you. This will help you get at least better color out of your images. Everything else is automated for you, so it's really quite simple. Just set the white balance, press the quick menu button, press the shutter button halfway to lock focus on your target. You can see the green dot and green brackets indicate the camera has locked focus. Then with the shutter button pressed halfway, recompose the image and press it the rest of the way to take the picture. Everything, ISO, shutter speed, aperture opening, is all set automatically, just as it would be in the automatic mode, but I have control over white balance, which I think is very, very important. To find out much more about digital photography and your digital camera, go to lbguides.com.